So this is all there is. There's nowhere to go. So this meeting doesn't go anywhere, doesn't mean anything. It's pointless. This meeting is pointless because it's already what it is. So no need to hear this, no need to do anything. It's already what's being done. It's already everything. So where to go? Where to go is already what is. Doesn't get better, doesn't get worse. There is no better, there is no worse. There is what is apparently happening. Everything is not real. Everything is an appearance. It's energy, you could say. But it has no meaning. Nothing has any meaning. It's exactly what it is. Not even no need to know it, to need to understand it. It's the it's the most simple there is. It's very ordinary. There can be searching for something, but that energy is already it. So there's no right, there's no wrong. It's already what is happening. And it can be an idea about what can be happening and what should be and what shouldn't be. Those ideas can be there. They don't have any meaning. They don't go anywhere, but it can be very convincing. But even that, there's nothing wrong with that too, of course. So there's nothing wrong with anything. There's also nothing right. When there's me, there seems to be a story in time and distance. So there can be like over there in another country or in time. So before this and because of that and why and all that. So the whole story seems very convincing and real in other countries and the news and everything. It's an appearance of energy. It's new. There was nothing before, there's nothing after. It's only that what is apparently happening. There's no meaning for it. There's nothing to learn. There's exactly that information, maybe that sensation or feeling. It's not in the body. Nothing is real. So also the body isn't real. So everything is energy. The body is energy. Nothing is mine. There is no someone inside. There is no inside. When we're talking about no distance, there's no inside and no outside. And there's also no one inside. There is no inside the body. There is that leg or hand, maybe. It's new. It's already that. Doesn't mean it's new in a way like, oh, wow. Well, as it is. So it's already. And there can be a lot of idea and concepts about what's going on and why and how. There's nothing right or wrong with that. They're concepts. They're living. When there's living in the dream of me, when I'm here, I'm existing, and there's something going on in my life, and how can I deal with it? Can be very convincing story. And then coming to these meetings and then hearing there's nothing happening. There's what is, and that's it. There's no continuation. There's no consequences. That's all abstracting in the story of me, thinking that there's time, thinking there's someone inside, there's another someone over there. There isn't. There never was. There never was. But it's very convincing and real, and it seems like the brain can fill in all the gaps, so it seems like there's going on a story which continues. The body continues. My life continues. I'm continuing. So hearing there's already no me, it's not only there's no me in this body, the body isn't real, so there's no Rose, let's say Rose. There is no individual. There is that face, that's everything. There's hearing sounds, that's everything. There's no truth or something like that. There is those words. Even those words don't have any meaning. There can be an understanding, but it's meaningless. Everything is meaningless. But it's not like, oh, everything is meaningless. There can be a feeling of that, but there's also like everything is meaning. It doesn't need to go anywhere because it's already it. It doesn't have meaning. It's exactly what it is. That's life. That's aliveness. And it can be strong, it can be subtle, it can be irritation, it can be, it's everything. Already. What is already happening? Seems like there's something happening in the story, all those feelings and sensations and street and walls. That what is happening. So it doesn't go anywhere. This meeting also doesn't have any meaning. It doesn't go anywhere. There's no need to learn. There's no need to understand what's being said. There's no need to hear it even. Can be falling asleep. It doesn't matter because it's already. It's already what is apparently happening. What is that hand, that sound, that sensation, the sitting, the wall? And it's not about you. So life is not about you. Life is. There is no you. That's the freedom. There is no you. So there's not someone inside and dealing with everything. No, there's nothing inside or outside. It's free. So it's already that table, it's sensation. It's not happening in the body. Nothing is my sensation, my thought. Thoughts happen in space. Space, how can you say it, in the room? It's already. Is that energy or something else? There's nothing right or wrong. Doesn't need to be something different or better, what we normally think. This is not right, I'm not good enough. It's a misunderstanding. There can't be something not good enough. It's what it is already. So there's maybe looking at it and thinking there should be. But those thoughts can be very convincing and can be there, but it doesn't mean they're true or it's really like that. You can't think yourself out of it too. That's also the same thing because trying to get out of it is confirming that there's someone who can do that. There is already no one. So there's no control. There never was. There never was control. It was it seems like it was happening by itself, but even the happening is not really a happening. The conclusions and what you see, like the continuation, what's going on. There is no continuation. It's random. It's like that. That's the freedom. So we can talk about that. There can be some questions about what's going on in my life and maybe questions about non-duality or sharing or anything. Maybe there's nothing going on. Can also be. There's nothing sacred. So when there's a silence, there's no need to keep the silence or not wanting to disturb. There is no disturbance. Disturbance is something from the story. There is what is happening. So it can't be wrong or anything else. So if you want to say something, you can unmute yourself and you can say something. When you say something, that will be in the recording. If you don't want that, you can also use the chat and type what you want to say. We'll see. Somebody says, I can't explain, but why? But it's so lovely to be here. Oh, okay. Mhm. In a way, it's very relaxing that it's what it is. We're so used to make it into something else and make it into some trying to explain and trying to know and trying to why and trying to deal and all that. And this is not in these meetings. That's not happening. There's nowhere to go, so there's no why. There's no need to understand. When there's understanding, yeah, then there's understanding, but it doesn't go anywhere. It's very simple, very ordinary. It can be relaxing. It can be also, I don't know, anything. It can be lovely. It can be, I don't want to hear this. Anything. Mhm. Mm.
Hi, Rose.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, it's Lauren. Can I share something?
Yeah, of course.
Um, yeah, well, I mean, so I got a bunch, like a lot of money from a business a while ago, and then I gave a lot of it away as investments or loans to people in my life, and like none of them have paid me back. And on on Monday, I was supposed to get some money back from someone and they didn't pay me,
Mm,
and it's just um it's so refreshing to have. There's no story about it, like there's nothing. It's just, it is what it is, and then maybe they'll be going to court or not, but
mm,
it's so exhausting trying to think of all the reasons. There's always a spiritual
mm.
story. It's like, because I didn't feel worthy, or
Oh,
because,
oh, that, yeah,
or
yeah.
because um
Mm.
I'm resistant to the money. That's
Oh,
why it
all
won't
that,
come,
yeah. Oh,
you
wow.
know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I know that. Yeah.
And even if those things are true, it's never worked for me to try to work on them, you know?
Mm, yeah,
Like, it's it makes more sense to me that it's going on its own,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, there can be a feeling also. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
then that's it. And then I don't know, it's so different for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no story, that's amazing because then It can be for moments. It can be forgotten that it did something did happen, and then suddenly it's there again, or something like that. It's so
Hmm.
different.
And it's like, it's so, because everything is so, um, it's like, I know you're going to say, oh, well, it's actually just the wall. But to me, it seems like it's so vast and infinite
Mm.
that I could never, I could never see the big picture of what is good or bad or right or wrong.
Mm.
But if I fixate on something, I could see it as good or I could see it as bad. And it's so narrow, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
that could never be true,
Yeah.
because,
Mm.
like, I was just, yeah, it's just, there's so much more to everything than what I could ever know in a moment. So the idea, like the thoughts in the mind are so limited and
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
inaccurate.
Mm.
It doesn't mean I don't pay attention to them still a lot, but
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
but like, it's just, yeah, I mean, things that seem to matter, they just don't matter.
Yeah, it's strange that that can be like it's not that strong anymore. And how did it go? I can't even say, but can go like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's this would be a very cliche kind of silly thing to say, but all the money in the world, it can't buy you another day on this, in
Mm.
this, like, it's just, there's so much of a thought invested in, like, something like the idea of money, whereas what's happening is so much more alive than that thought, that wanting,
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
such a story. Money. What is it? It's already like if you really it's like what is money? It's a paper, or it's like but it's that energy. There's something else going on, and then it's focused on really one thing, and then
Mhm.
surviving, and all the ideas and concepts can be so
Yeah.
strong and so
Mhm.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, yeah, I don't have any
Yeah.
answers. I don't have any answers. I don't have any solutions. But I'm not really thinking that there are any solutions anymore.
No. For what?
Yeah.
For what? I don't know. Yeah. There's not
Yeah.
even the story that's really going on. So what is the solution? That's already something abstract that we think there's something it has to go in a certain way so we can think about how to do it. Already that amazing, that free will and being able to do and all that. It's like so exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what happened, but it doesn't mean it's nice or it's justice or all that. No, of course. I don't know. It can
Yeah.
be anything, everything.
Hmm. Yeah. And so, say there was a moment in the future or whatever where I felt that I had had justice, it might be wrong. Like, it might not even be true, you know? That, so for example,
Yeah.
yeah, like, it's just too hard to try to, nobody could ever say what is fair, you know?
No, but it's only fair for me. So
Exactly.
if
Yeah.
that feeling
Mhm.
that I am here and that feels good for me, then it's fair. Already
Yeah.
that's so tied and all that. Yeah. And maybe
Yeah.
also for a while also. I don't know. But can be.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then I would say, okay, well, you just appreciate the times where it feels good, but you don't really believe that it's fair. It just happens to be like that right now. And
Yeah.
then when it's not like that, and when it seems unfair, then you just accept that. But I know that that's still being in the story. But
Yeah, but it isn't fair. It's also a story. There is no fair or unfair or justice or injustice, like you said. No,
Mhm,
that's looking at it and thinking like I'm in the story, and is that the truth or is it? No, there's already living in time and living in distance. Like I'm inside this body, and this is my life. There's so many concepts in that already, and
mhm,
it's much more free. It's so free you can't even imagine that there's no story at all. It's that feeling, it's already gone. You could say gone, but not really, but just to say it. It's already that, or it's something else. It's just look at little children. It's like chuck, 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 chuck. It's already there's no identity. There's no focus on this or that or that. It's just free and just that.
mhm,
And we think, and then there's that contracted energy and making it into everything is solid and the story, and then the complication can be so strong, so many the concepts, and then the concepts seems to fall away or fall apart, and then it can't be not that strong anymore. So in that way there's some relaxation can happen, sometimes can happen like that.
mhm.
It's a story, but just to say how that can go.
Yeah,
Even the
it's
contracted energy, it's just contracted energy, tension can be there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, I mean, I really thought that I had gotten somewhere when I had really
Mm.
practiced meditation a lot,
Yeah.
and then I stumbled on an interview with someone in this, you know, with the same statement that you make, right? That
Mm,
this is
mm,
everything and nothing,
mm,
and so you know, I then started to listen to these
mm.
meetings, and and all the idea of where I had gotten to fell apart, you
Oh.
know,
Oh,
and
yeah. Yeah.
and like it's just I
Oh.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even I'm gonna sign off in a minute, but I don't like I would say I have less peace now. So
Uh-huh.
it's not even like um yeah, I don't it's like I don't understand anymore what is happening.
No. No, and it's not about what is peace. I don't know peace. It's so you can't even say what it is. There can be
Mhm.
some what I can say is some joy or aliveness or lighter,
Yeah.
but it's very subtle. It's not like, whoa, it's like this. No, it's very subtle. And everything is in the same time it's can be irritation or tired
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
or the
Mhm.
wall. It's not only about you, but it's also anything that can be like what the sound or
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's like having come to these meetings, I don't have the same all those beliefs that were holding together the piece have fallen apart. And so I'm
Ah.
not it's
Mm,
not like I don't
mm,
I used to have so many things that needed to be a certain way. And now
yeah.
like
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
less and less, less and
Yeah.
less.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's well, we were in Brussels, and also there was somebody what was a lot of things going on, and then suddenly he said, "Yeah, but I don't know what to say." There was something going on with her daughter, and but I don't know. I really don't know what to say. And now she was like, "But it doesn't feel nice," and I was like, "No, that not knowing is not nice or peaceful. It's like what not knowing can be very sad or." Any yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. Anyway, it's
no?
good to talk.
Hello, little one?
Yeah, she says hi.
Oh, God. Okay.
Bye.
Hi. Is chat. Is there any meaning of being alive, or there's no such thing as being alive? No, there's life. There's no being alive. It's like there can be sometimes talking about meaning and being, but being is already there's no one. So meaning is then there's that feeling of I'm here and there's something going on about my life, and then being or life is there's no one inside life, there's no one living life, there's life. And that's everything. So it can be a wall or sensations or thoughts or table, anything. Sound, smell. And nothing has any meaning. That's what we do when this is my life, and there seems to be something missing or not going very well, or I'm not good enough, or dissatisfaction. So there's seeing meaning in what's going on and trying to to get the meaning of life or meaning of things, trying to think about it and think like maybe that's the meaning, and trying to make it in a certain way, because sometimes it's seen like when there's no meaning it's awful, because it seems like it's very important to give meaning to everything. And so then it's strange to hear somebody saying, no, there's no meaning for anything. It's already what it is, hand. It's that. No need for meaning. It's hand. And when there's meaning, a lot of times it's also in the story, like in time, when there's a continuation, and it's because of that, and that means like it's important because it doesn't happen. It happens with a reason and all that. There's so many ideas about filling in what's going on. It's all ideas and suggestions and all that. It's simple, hand already. Not not even saying hand. That doesn't need to be like it's that already. And then there's something else. It's you can't even follow it. You can't even say how it goes. No, there's no need to. And it's already, so there's nowhere to go. It's only that all the ideas and concepts about what's going on, it's the misunderstanding or the dream. What seems to be happening. We're so busy in that dream. There's nothing wrong with a dream or giving meaning and all that. It doesn't go anywhere, but there's nothing wrong. All right. Yeah. It can be strange to hear that you don't exist. There's no a separate someone, individual, that lives her or his life. There isn't. There never was, let's say, Rose. There never was the life of Rose. That was an idea and a filling in of all that, what is being remembered and all that. It's this. It's new. It's this. There's nothing before. It's this. Hand, sound, wall. Not for Rose. When I say hand, it can be for someone. It's so strange to hear, because it's when I say hand, it's not hand for you, but in the story, how can you say that? Explain this. It's so not everybody has the same experience in that way. So no, it's not like an experience. That's what we try to compare and all that. It's impossible to say how it is. But when there's the strange thing is when there's the story and there's I'm here and all that, there seems to be something missing, a dissatisfaction. So there's looking for the meaning, looking for something, for how to do it and make my life work or give me a good feeling and not having pain or awful feelings and all. So there's being busy and trying to find out and all that. And there's a feelings underneath some everything, so there's something missing. It's not complete or all that. When that construct isn't there, isn't going on anymore. There's nothing going on about meaning or why or thinking about it. It's just not happening. It's what it is, and that's it. Not even thinking that or saying that maybe in meetings, but normally during the day. No, there's nothing going on. It's just that. No escape also, but so nothing is wrong. It doesn't feel wrong when there's a feeling somewhere. So that whole construct, being busy with what's going on, is lost. It seemed very important, but it wasn't at all. That's the strange thing. It wasn't important at all. It doesn't bring anything. Oh, God. I was busy with that all day. Like how and who and what's going on here and all that. It didn't change anything. It seems like that. Well, it's completely without meaning, without it was completely useless. But it felt like it's the most important of my life. And when that was lost, it wasn't even noticed because it's so normal. So it's already when there's nothing going on about what's going on, you forget it was there. So in that way, there's no change. Doesn't feel like change. Oh,
Hi, Rose.
hey,
It feels like when it's all meaningless, that's the freedom. It gives a lot of freedom when it's meaning. Yeah, it is meaningless, but
can be. Can be also feeling like, oh my God, but it's different. It can be freeing. Yeah,
yeah,
can be
yeah,
freeing. Mm.
yeah.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, hello.
When there's physical pain, it can really seem strongly like, oh, this is me, it's happening to me, I'm trapped in this body. And then I'm sort of popping out of that. And there isn't a sense of self or that's happening or that
Mm.
but then it comes back and comes back again. I
Ah,
just find that a very, very challenging one to
ah.
see
It's
through, I
on and
guess.
off like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm, mm, mm.
because it's very convincing,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
the focus is just going right there all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, when that energy of me and trying to, yeah, heal it or trying to do something with it, or there's something should be different. When that energy is there, then that's there. It goes on till it's not there. So
Yeah.
something like that. There's nothing wrong with that energy. It's just that it's that energy can be frustrating because that can be a feeling like when that's no focus, it feels it's different. Well, it's different,
Mm.
not better.
Hmm. Yeah, then you get in a bind of wanting that to be more
Yeah.
not there and
Beca-
be more.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because what's done when there's that feeling of pain when you're in it and focusing on that, there's being in the story, there's always something wrong. So there's
Hmm.
being in the story is wrong, or there's being focused on the pain is that, because that's part of that story. So it's how can you say, when that's not there, there's nothing going on. So there's also not being busy with, oh, is this right or wrong? So it's so strange. And when it's in it, it's like, yeah, but how can I be not in this and all that? No, that is it too. It's just
Hmm.
that energy like that. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, well, that's so strong that, so
Hmm.
can be so, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's life too. How can it not be life?
Hmm.
Because we have some ideas about being and non-duality and all that.
Yeah.
It's that energy can be there.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. somebody saying in the story it feels like something was happening in the family line. There is no family line. What is a family line? That's in the story. There's something going on. There's a family. I am here. That person is my mother or brother or whatever. There are no brothers or mothers. There are bodies. There can be a body. Well, there's no meaning in anything. This is crazy. It gets everything into completely neutral. It's exactly what it is: a body, a feeling. Sorry, that's it. There's no story. There's only when there's me and I'm in the story, and then there's the complication and abstracting and having ideas or memories and ideas about that and all that. This is new. Sound, that's everything. Sitting, light, it's that. It's that simple. It's so, so, so simple without any meaning at all. That's amazing because everything in the story has meaning and it goes somewhere and this is because of that and I'm doing this and this is what I'm supposed to and all that. It's completely out of the story. It has nothing to do with the story. The story is a dream. Ideas, concept, beliefs, all that together, you could say, and it makes it into time and distance inside and outside and here and there. Then it seems like there's something going on and a continuation and in going somewhere, a development. Because when that when there's first there's you could say in the story there's life, there's nothing going on and no identity, and suddenly the brain can abstract and it seems like, oh, there's over there and there's that idea, that contracted energy. It seems like I'm inside this body, and then there seems to be something gone wrong, something missing, that underneath everything it's coloring everything. So there's the search of trying to find a better place, something like that, or a better life, or I'm better or something like that. No, there is no me. There never was me. There never was a person with a life. Nothing is real. Everything is energy, you say. And we see it as light, as wall, as can hear, can there can be sound, there can be feeling, thoughts in space. How can you say it? In the room, but not inside the body. That we assume everything is inside because we are so used and learn in a way to feel, experience that. And then suddenly there's talking in a complete other way, outside of the story. It doesn't see someone. It doesn't see in my life. It doesn't see in my body. There's no inside and outside. Already that is amazing. No inside, no outside. That's we're thinking I am in this body and I'm living in the world with other countries and all that. And then saying that's a story that seems so real. And then suddenly it's like this is completely outside of the story. There's nothing going on. There's no continuation. There's this. That's it. Without meaning, exactly what it is. That's the completeness, the full on already. So that's alive without any identity or meaning or something extra. It's that sound. And then there's the wonder. The strange thing is, suddenly when that whole filling in and all that trying to and all that is suddenly there, or it can be slowly or suddenly, is another rising. Then there's the wonder of, oh God, and it can be subtle or stronger, but it's amazing. It's so amazing, but it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't mean anything. But wow, hand, just that, sitting. Mm. And somebody asks, what is freedom when there isn't anyone that knows what freedom is? Hmm. Yeah. Most of the time it's a feeling of freedom what we're looking for. If that it feels free, not like tension and banding or bands or some. And then in the story, the feeling of freedom. No one asks you something from you. I don't know, something like that. That feeling. It has nothing to do with the feeling. That's also strange because that's what we know. What else can there be than freedom? But the freedom is that it's unconditional. There are no rules. There's nothing going on. It should or it shouldn't. It's exactly everything is complete as it is. There's nothing trying to change. That's the freedom. It doesn't feel like freedom. It doesn't feel like anything. It's what it is. So it doesn't feel this. I can't say this is free. This feels free. No, it is freedom, but it's unconditional freedom. So it's not a certain way or certain feeling or certain sense or in that or certain knowing. It has nothing to do with knowing also. So it's not knowing, it's freedom. But the strange thing is, normally during the day, there's nothing going on about this is freedom and all that. Well, when there's talking about it and there may be questions about this, it's suddenly, yeah, but this is freedom. And then suddenly those words come out. And it's like, yeah, yeah. What normally does not, no thought that those thoughts don't arise during the day, right? It's more like a share when there's a sharing. This is what is unconditional freedom. How can you explain unconditional freedom? You can't even get your head around it. You can't imagine what that is. It's the loss of all those ideas how it should and shouldn't be. But how can you do that? It's just you can't imagine that. And there can be some loss of some concepts, some ideas about how it should be or what's important and all that. It's unconditional. This freedom where we're talking about is unconditional. So it's everything. It's everything. So it's pain, it's the table. It doesn't matter what it is. That's unconditional. And the strange thing is when there's nothing going on trying to change it, not that I do that, but it's lost, that there's a trying or a feeling of there's something missing or that energy isn't there. It is complete. This is already complete, but in a very normal, simple way. It seems like special to say it's complete and it's unconditional love and all that. It's very special. It sounds very special. It isn't. That's that's so strange because it seems like, oh, I want that unconditional one. I want that freedom. I want that. But it's already. And there's somewhere something going on. No, no, it should be. It is no, it can't be. No, but no, that's nothing. And all that, and that is lost. How can you say it in a different way? That's it. It's very thin. It's just no big deal. Well, it's so convincing and so embodied that feeling of there's something wrong. It's not even in the mind. It's something like that. And so there are moments there's nothing going on already, and then it's exactly that what is happening. There's no right and wrong. There never was. Only in the story when there's me going on. We think we are important. I am important. When I know how it is, knowing is a very important part of the story. When there's me going on in the story and trying to know, trying to understand, trying to have insights, trying to understand the feelings and all that. And then this hearing, that whole knowing is completely lost. There's not knowing. There's no big deal. There can be knowing, but it's not important. Nothing is important. There's no need for anything. It's already everything how it is, what it is. But not looking at it and saying that all the time. That's a new concept. Another chat. Is there things you stop doing after the shift? Whoa. Uh, I don't know. Um, maybe there were, I could say, but not immediately. There were some relations with friends that didn't go on. That was happening. For the rest, I don't know. The strange thing is, a lot of things that stop, you don't know afterwards that they were stopped because it's not there anymore. So you forget that it was there. There's nothing busy with what's going on and how is my life and all that. So less and less. You could even say less and less in that way. Yeah, doesn't matter. There's no life of Rose. There is no life of Rose. In that way, you could say that's an incredible freedom. Because when there's Rose, she has to behave in a certain way. There are a lot of rules and things to go on. And when that isn't there, it's like, whoa. Well, it's not immediate. There can be some, it's so embodied. A lot of, it's so there can be behaving in a certain way. There can be maybe some rules or trying, doing it in a certain way. But there's no one watching it. That whole awareness, looking at yourself and trying to do the right thing, that's lost. So no one is watching, so it's not noticed. So it's going on in that way, but for no one, so it doesn't matter anymore. It's not important. Going to the dentist still appears. Yeah, depends. Can be people that never did go and then they never did go. I don't know. There can be anything. Going to the doctor. Yeah, doing exercises. Forgetting exercises. Oh my God. Yeah. Lying. I was going to the physio because my leg was hurt. And then she said, "Did you do your exercises?" And oh God, I said, "Yes, every day." And I didn't. Can happen too. I don't know. Oh. Hmm. nothing matters. That's more. We're so into those rules and how to behave, and it should be in a certain way, and honesty, and there's so many rules about what's important. Nothing is important. That's the freedom. Oh, that's amazing. And that I don't know what will happen. I really don't. No one does.
Hi, Rose.
Hi.
For some reason, I don't know, it just comes up that as I was waking up this morning, I'd obviously been full in dream, and it was to do with sort of my action, leaving my husband and whatever happened after that, and sort of, you know, what I could, that was part of the dream. It's like what I could have done otherwise, or, you know, and choices, and and
Yeah.
it was just that,
Mm.
and a bit of release in a
Mm.
way of emotions,
Mm.
uh, and in a way it's quite simple because there's there's no drama about it. You
Mm.
know, it was a movie in a way. The dream was a movie,
Ah. Mm.
and even with the emotions, just like if you go to
Yeah.
watch a film, you can have emotions,
Mm.
and then it's just getting up. But yes, somehow it's as if it's just a natural release, maybe, of something that in the story that was pushed back, you know. Just
Yeah. That energy can be there and then
yes,
it's gone
yes,
again. Yeah.
yes,
Can
yes,
be. Yeah.
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 I don't know if it's because I had a late lunch and it's digesting, but it's as soon as you started speaking, it's just so much relaxation.
Mm.
Ah,
Yeah.
relaxation and such, you
Yeah.
know, a beautiful relief, like a relief,
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. This
and
is
peace. Yeah, yeah. But
that everything is what it is. That is stunning in a way. It's such a relief. Like we're holding on to a meaning or giving it and all that, and then suddenly it's like, of course, yeah, of course, it's something like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
And at the beginning of you started speaking as well, I thought that, you know, just like if you see a beautiful scenery, we like
Mm.
to take a picture so we
Mm.
can hold it.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, listening to this message, that there's trying to get an understanding, which is
Ah.
like a picture, really, isn't
Mm.
it? Like
Mm.
a box. You put something in a
Yeah.
box that you can take and digest or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's funny seeing like that, where it's just this relaxation, or when I walk and it hurts, and it's just painful. It's just
Yeah.
painful walking, you know. It's just
Yeah.
full on pain, and
Yeah. Yeah. Can be.
yeah,
Yeah.
and which I don't like. I've not been doing my exercises, and I've said I'm not doing them because
Yeah.
somehow I forget.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Can happen.
I sit
Yeah.
down, and there's
Yeah.
forgetting
Yeah.
that the leg
Yeah.
was broken, And
Yeah.
there's also no drive. There's no, I
Yeah.
need to have a better life. I need to make sure I do my exercises.
Mm,
So, but
mm,
it might happen that,
yeah.
you know, one
Yeah.
day I do the exercises, but
Yeah. You never know. Yeah. It can be so
no.
different. And sometimes it's doing them, and sometimes I don't know how that goes. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, it's seems all of a sudden that I dropped out. I dropped out of the classroom of non-duality.
Oh. Mm.
Apart maybe from you, I've stopped a lot of the Zoom meetings
Mm. Mm.
because yeah, I don't know if it's you said it. It's like there's okay, there's no point. I'll never get this, and someone said that's another trying to get it. That's another way of trying to get it, saying um, yeah, there's no point, what's the point? I'm not going to get it anyway. So I
Mm.
just went on to just do
Yeah.
normal
Mm-hmm.
things.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
in a way it's needed because it's just like trying
Mm.
too hard, trying
Yeah,
so
sometimes
hard.
it can be in those meetings, and yeah, of course, it's so
Yeah,
the normal energy doing that.
energy.
It's
Yeah, yes,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, it
yeah.
can be strong, and then suddenly it isn't that strong. It's not
Yeah,
you doing that, but that energy can be, and then after a while, it's like no, it's
yes.
I don't know.
Whereas it
Yeah,
feels just so natural now, it's just
yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah, yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Lovely seeing you. Yeah,
yeah. You too.
thank you.
Okay. But there can be also when there's pain, for example, and it comes, and then there can be just saying for a moment, like, when does this stop? Finally, stop this. Can be also those words can be there. Doesn't mean, oh, that is me not wanting it. Oh my God, that makes it so complicated. Of course, those words can come, and that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
I've started doing hydrotherapy.
mm.
At the hospital. There's a pool and everything, just once a
Oh,
week. And
oh,
there's a
okay.
joy in that.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
so much nicer in the
Oh,
water
yeah.
and the warmth, and
Mm. Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
can be like that. Yeah, there's
yes,
so many. I don't know. Nobody knows what is the best. It's I don't know. And
yes,
it's how is life? How is everything going? It's just energy. How it's going. I don't know. Some's getting worse. Some's is better. How does it go?
yeah. It's just the walking is so harsh. Every step onto a
Mm,
concrete,
mm,
it's hard, and
mm.
it's a knee injury, but it's the foot that's in pain.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
that's but so the water is,
yeah,
and it
yeah,
takes about an hour to get there on the bus, and
mm,
it's a nice day out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Why not?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Anyway, just ordinary,
Yeah. But
ordinary
it is
life.
so hard. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that's it. Mm, mm.
thank you.
Mhm. The strange thing is, we are so focused on what isn't right that we try to find, for example, freedom. When there is freedom, it's not even noticed because that's so normal. There's nothing going on. It's just going and without noticing and nothing going on. And then suddenly there's something going on. You shouldn't. And I was being busy with that. Oh, I don't feel free and what's going on. And so it's most of the time feeling free of that freedom is the only thing there is. But we are so focused on that idea that there's something wrong and then making it right. Then we are looking for freedom, not realizing or not somewhere. It's like, oh, what that is already the freedom that they're being busy with anything. So it's so the other way around, that being busy with everything it's conditioning and all what's right and wrong and all that. And then suddenly there are moments there's nothing going on. It's not even noticed. It's so normal. Oh. It's already complete. It's everything. It's that feeling. It's a sensation. It's hand. It's pain. It's sound. It's what is happening. And it can be not seeing that it's an appearance. Everything feels and sees like solid and real. Then that is what's going on. It's what's happening. There's nothing wrong with anything. So they can be like, yeah, but I'm not seeing it. We're so focused on what's not right and what has to be in a different way. There's no need for anything to change. It's complete as it is. Then there's the thought, I don't see it. That thought is it too, of course. It's everything. That's the amazing stunning of this talking message. How can you say it's not even a message? Because it's already, how can there be a message for something that is already there? There's nothing missing. There's nothing apart from anything. Everything is already exactly how it is, complete as it is. It's unconditional. It's the freedom. It's unconditional freedom already. Nowhere to go. No need for anything else. It's life. Life is everything already. Thank you.